All right, class. So today we are doing lesson 6-6, and you need to go to page 204. All right, in your math journal. So we're in our math journal. So get to page 204. All right, so today we are working on converting units of weight. We've worked on a couple different measurements, and today we're looking at weight. So just like in our other units, we have our little line charts up here to help us look at and to figure out the best way, and gives us a little visual of some of the units. So we're looking at pounds and ounces today. So if we have 1 pound, that equals 16 ounces. Okay, so we know 1 pound equals 16 ounces. And this chart tells us 2 pounds is 32 ounces, 3 pounds is 48 ounces, and then it goes all the way to 10 pounds equals 160 ounces. Then we also have one for tons and pounds. Okay, so 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. We can go all the way to 5 tons equals 10,000 pounds. All right, so look at the charts down here we're going to make. We've done this in previous units. So it says use the measurement scales to help you solve the problems. So we're making our measurement scales to help us with numbers 5 through 8 on the next page. So it already gave us that 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds. So 2 tons, we can look back at our chart, has 4,000 pounds. 3 tons is 6,000. And 5 tons, remember, make sure you're watching, it changed it. It didn't go to 4, it went to 5, and that is 10,000. Now look at number 2. Here we're going pounds to ounces. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. 3 pounds is 48. Remember, look at your chart up top. 4 pounds is 64. And 7 pounds is 112. Okay? Now here we're doing tons to pounds again. We are going away from our chart. We don't have 9 on our chart, so we have to figure it out. So first off, if we're doing 9 tons, we're having to multiply that by 2,000 because there are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. So 2 times 9 would be 18, and then 1,000. So we add 3 zeros. If we have 20,000, and we would take away the 1,000, and we're left with 20. And if we have 14 tons, then we have 14. Nope. If we have 14 tons, then we need to multiply that by 2, and we have 28,000. All right. 14 times 2 is 28, and then we add the 1,000, or the 3 zeros. Now here, we have 25 tons. 25 times 2 is 50, and then we add the 1,000. All right? Now, look at our last one. This is number 4. We're going pounds to ounces. Some of these are on our charts, okay? Some of them are not. So we have 8 pounds equals 128 ounces. And on our chart, it also tells us 144 ounces is 9 pounds. Now, here we have 12 and times 16, okay? So you guys can do that, or you can even look and see, okay, 10 pounds is 160. So then what was 2? 32. Let's add 32 to 160, and we get 192 ounces. Okay? Now, this last one is 20. We know 10 pounds, again, is 160. 160 times 2 would be 320 ounces. Okay? Take a second and finish filling that in. All right, so you filled in your chart, and now you're looking at the next page, which is just beside it, which is 205, okay? It's just the page beside the one we just did. So question 5 says, a Compsognathus dinosaur weighed approximately 8 pounds. A this dinosaur weighed approximately 2 pounds. About how many more ounces did the first dinosaur weigh than the second dinosaur? So, we know that the first one weighed 8 pounds. The second one weighed 2 pounds. So, we know 8 minus 2 is 6 pounds. But they didn't want us to say how many pounds it weighed more. It was how many ounces. So now we can look at our chart on our previous page and see 6 pounds equaled 96 ounces. So that's how we get our answer for number 5. Now, Patrorhinosus weighed approximately 4 tons and traveled in herds. What would the weight of 8 of these dinosaurs have been in pounds? So, we know 4 tons is how much one weighed, but we're looking at 8 of them. So 4 times 8 is 32. And that was in tons. We need to see how many pounds that would be. Okay? Remember, there are 2,000 pounds in each ton. So we would do 32 times 2. And so 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 3 is 6. So then we need to add the 1,000. I didn't give myself room for that. But 64,000 pounds. Ready? Okay. Number 7. A Pythsaurus weighed approximately 8 pounds, while a Sicerus weighed 15 pounds. How many total ounces would 13 Pinosus and 6 Sicerus have weighed? I don't think these are real dinosaurs. But, so, we know the first one weighs 8 pounds by just one. The other one weighed 15. And we're looking at ounces for 13 and 6, okay? So I'm just underlining the important information in my paper. So this one, the Pythsaurus, weighs 8 pounds, but we're looking at what if there were 13 of those? So 13 times 8. 3 times 8 is 24. Carry my 2. 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. So that's how much the Pythsaurus would weigh. And now we have 6 Sicerus, and they each weigh 15 pounds. So 15 pounds times 6 Sicerus. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Now, if I have 104 pounds, 104 pounds, plus 90 pounds, I'm going to have 194 pounds total. But they don't want pounds, they want ounces. So now I need to multiply 194 by ounces. Okay? And yes, 1 pound is 16 ounces. So there's multiple different ways we can do it. We've tried different ways before. So if I do 194 times 16. I'm just going to do it this way for this problem. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 9 is 54. Plus 2 is 56. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 5 is 11. I'm going to block this off so you guys can see the difference. Now I did my 6. Repeat the placeholder. Alright, 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 1 is 1. Now I need to add these two numbers. 4 plus 0 is 4. 6 plus 4 is 10. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 9 is 11. And 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So we have 3,104 ounces. Okay, so take a second, finish writing that down, and fill that out. Alright, if you need to rewind, pause and re-look at this problem. I know it had a lot of steps. Now, look at number 8. Scientists have discovered that they overestimated the weight of the Bronchosaurus at first. They believed the Bronchosaurus weighed 35 tons. But after using new methods, they now believe it weighed 25 tons. What is the difference in pounds? Well, if before they said it was 35 tons, now they're saying it's 25, that's a difference of 10. 35 minus 25 is 10 tons. Well, if we have 10 tons and we're looking at that in pounds, we can actually look over at our chart and we know 5 tons is 10 pounds, or 10,000 pounds, I'm sorry. So we can multiply that by 2 and get 20,000. Another way we could have done it is multiply 10 by 2,000. 10 times 2 is 20, and then add our 3 zeros for our 1,000. All right, go ahead, and I want you guys to try number 9 on your own. All right, number 9 is a try this, and I want you guys to try that one on your own. Once that's done, go and get your envelope, because we're going to pull another piece of paper out of the envelope for today. All right, so you've already tried number 1. We're going to look at our paper. It says record setting food weights. So lesson 6.6, this is lesson 6.6, and it says page 237 on it. And this is from the envelope that came with your books. All right, so this chart, it says use the information in the table to solve the problems about record-setting food weights. So on our chart, we have the food, we have the weight, the date weighed, and the location. Okay? So here the question is going to say about how many ounces would 2 of the record-setting apples weigh? So, and it wants it in ounces. Make sure you're looking at that. So if you have 4 pounds and 1 ounce, well, how many ounces are in a pound? We know it's 16 ounces in a pound. So we would take 16 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Carry our 2. 2 times 4 is 4. Or 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 2 is 6. So we'd have 64 ounces. But then we also have to add the 1 from up here, because it was 4 pounds and 1 ounce. So we need to add 1 more, and that gives us 65 ounces. Okay, and that's for 1 apple. You need to multiply that for 2, because it says how much would 2 of those apples weigh. So you need to make sure you're following all of the steps, because we found out how much 1 weighed, but now we have to figure out how 2 of them weighs. 6 times 5, or 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So 2 of the record-setting apples would be 130 ounces. All right, I did the first one with you. I want you guys to do 2 through 6 on your own and turn it in to Google Classroom. On the back of this page is a copy of the home links, but you also have it in your home links book. Okay, so if you get, I would rather you guys it'll probably be easier for you to do it on the home links page. Either one works. But it is lesson 6.6 in home links, and the page number in the book is 171. You need to make sure you do all of this. It gives you the chart up top again. You need to fill these out on both sides, answer these questions, show your work, and solve these problems. Okay? You guys can do this stuff. Down here is just going to be adding and subtracting fractions. You guys got this. When you have ones like this that are 5/10 plus 3/100, remember you have to change one of these to either tens or hundreds, okay? You guys know how to do that. All right, you need to make sure you turn this page and the worksheet page into Google Classroom. If you have a question, rewind. See if it helps you. If not, reach out and ask me your question. All right, thanks guys. Talk to you later.